and the director of the Austin Comedy Film Festival. We've got an event coming up, the Austin Comedy Film Festival Fall 2022, where we feature all kinds of films, videos, music videos, television pilots, um, everything from comedy to horror comedy to dark comedy to stand-up comedy, you name it. The whole purpose of the event is to make you laugh. And we also feature several screenplays, and one of those that's an official selection is Who Doesn't Want to Be a Millionaire by Aaron Ryan Sciortino. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, you got to tell me. This is a pretty funny one, and I don't want to give it away. I know the title says a lot, but tell me about the screenplay and what's the synopsis.
Yeah, so this idea is a little out there, but it's about a contestant on the reality show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They're about to answer the $1 million question, and so they decide to use their friend in the audience as a lifeline. But their friend is too embarrassed to admit to knowing the answer on TV because it involves a band that they're too embarrassed to admit to liking, so they refuse to answer the question.
Okay. So how did this idea come about? I forgot that show was even a show, but talk to me about it.
Believe it or not, this was also like the grass cutter, partly meta, inspired by an event from my own life, but I'll explain that further. Just earlier on this year, I actually had a friend go onto the Australian version of the show, Millionaire Hot Seat, as a contestant, and he invited me to go on to be his lifeline on the show, which, funny enough, actually, it just aired on TV last week, except I got cut out in the edit, so I wasn't on TV.
So what happened? You failed his lifeline, man? That's rough.
Yeah, I think they cut me out because he answered the question right, but then used me as a lifeline anyway. So they just like cut it down just to show him getting the question right.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh man, you missed your few minutes of fame. They should have gone to you like, "What's the answer?" Austin Comedy Film Festival. I'm joking.
Yeah,
Um, but it's
that's true.
funny how you always find yourself in these situations, man. Are you one of these people that puts like the notepad next to your bed and you just start scribbling down ideas like this would be a cool script?
Yeah. So the core idea for this script was actually thought of by my brother, and the way it came up was just before I went onto the show. My brother just sort of jokingly said to me, "Oh, could you imagine if the question you were asked was about Insane Clown Posse, which is this band I like who
Oh
has
yeah.
like a really terrible reputation?" And he just jokingly said like, "Would you just be too embarrassed to admit to knowing the answer and being an Insane Clown Posse fan on TV?" And yeah, after he said that, it just sort of clicked away. He was like, "Oh, do you know what? That would make a funny joke for like a sitcom." And so I decided to turn it into a script for him just to show him how it would play out if it was like a comedy sketch or a TV episode.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, are you going to shoot it, or you just kind of just did it as a teaching tool?
Originally, it was just to sort of show my brother this joke he thought of in the form of the script, but I had some thoughts about whether or not it's achievable. Something, an idea that would be a little bit difficult trying to find like a location for it, like a studio, unless the actual show themselves would just let us shoot in their studio. That would be really cool.
That's what would make it fun. I think it'd be a good promo for the show. Like a really awkward moment, and maybe you can get
Yeah,
sponsored. You're like, you can't answer the question, or you're just like eating chips or something. I don't know. I don't want to ruin the whole thing for you, but I think that it's a good idea. You should pursue it. It seems like you come up with a lot of good ideas, and you definitely had the judges cracking up. So, what's next for you?
thank you. Oh well, after writing comedies, believe it or not, I actually just finished writing a feature screenplay for a horror film, which
Oh,
was
okay.
the complete opposite tone of uh, all my comedies I write. It was very disturbing and horrific.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm submitting that to a few horror film festivals now.
All right. Well, don't forget Oregon Screams Horror Film Festival. That's right up their alley, and we got that event coming up actually just in a couple of weeks at a drive-in theater. You got to make it across the pond so you can come see. Come hang out with us at one of our events. You're always getting your creative work involved. We're always calling your name up there at the award station, but you got to come out sometime so we can meet you.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Good stuff. All right, my friend. Is there anything else you want to add before we go?
I'd just like to thank all the judges of Boston Film Festival for finding my script funny and selecting it. I'm really stoked to hear that they found it funny.
Yeah, definitely, man. Good stuff. Well, I appreciate you, brother. Have a good one.
You too. Have a good one.